Welcome back. This is the Gobbler National Enduro at Perry Mountain Motorcycle Club in Stanton, Alabama on October 29, 2023. We're starting out with the 3-mile transfer to the first test, so we're not racing yet. The transfer just gets us to where we need to be for the true race start. This is the final round of the National Enduro Promotions Group season, but this is also the final round of the season for the Southern Enduro Riders Association. If you've been following along, you know that I'm in a very close points battle with my friend William McNabb for the Southern Enduro Riders Association B50 Plus Class Championship, and that'll be decided here today. The first test is 10 miles long. I'm on row 6 with these guys. Let's take a look at the lineup in the B50 Plus class. We have 33 riders with 1 Beta, 2 Gas, 1 Honda, 2 Husqvarnas, 18 KTMs, 1 Sherco, 1 TM, and 7 Yamahas. The weather for this race is very warm for late October, with the morning starting out in the 60s and high temperatures in the mid-80s. This is the first time I've ever had to bring fans to the Gobbler. We had a very dry fall here in Alabama, and it's been many weeks since it's rained, so the trail is dry and dusty. This is a restart enduro format with 6 tests for A class, 5 tests for B class, and 4 tests for C class. 5 tests for B class will total 52.9 miles, so endurance and saving something for late in the day will be important in this one. Being on an early row is definitely an advantage for this one because the trail is already pretty rough and dusty. I saw some videos from guys on later rows, and the trail was definitely much rougher and more dusty. However, being on an early row has a couple of challenges too, like here where the trail is still covered in pine needles. Those pine needles are slick, they can hide roots, rocks, and stumps and make it challenging to see where the trail's going. Like I mentioned earlier, there's 33 in the B50 Plus class, but I'm only showing the top 20 here to make it easier to see on the screen. I completed the first test in 43 minutes, 37 seconds, and I'm in 13th place. Test 2 is 6.8 miles. This was the best flowing test of the race in my opinion, and it had some cool off-camber sections. This doesn't look slick in the video, but it was.
That was sketchy.
I finished test 2 in 24 minutes, 25 seconds. I moved up to 12th place with a cumulative time of 1 hour, 8 minutes, 3 seconds. Test 3 is 8.8 miles. I'm not really sure what happened here, but I'm going to blame the pine needles. That was the only time my bike hit the ground during the race, so that's a good thing. I completed test 3 in 37 minutes, 25 seconds, and I dropped to 16th place.
Hey.
Test 4 is 10 miles. This is where they started putting us on more difficult technical trails, and this is where the fatigue started setting in for me.
Woo!
Perhaps the most surprising thing I saw during the race was this muddy spot. Where'd that come from?
Sorry, mate.
I completed test 4 in 41 minutes 26 seconds, and I've jumped up to 10th place with a cumulative time of 2 hours 26 minutes 55 seconds. I've only got about 10 minutes before I have to start test 5, and I'm exhausted at this point. This race is definitely a test of endurance. By the end of test 4, we've lost 11 riders in the B50 plus class. Test 5 is 9.2 miles. By this point, I'm completely exhausted and just trying to make it through, and then they put even more tight technical trails into this test. I finished test 5 with a time of 41 minutes 14 seconds. I finished 10th out of 33 with a cumulative time of 3 hours 8 minutes 9 seconds. I think that may be the longest ride time I've had in any race to date. You may be wondering why William wasn't in any of the results. It turns out he broke his collarbone in a crash at round 11 and wasn't able to race in this one. Looking at the season points for the Southern Enduro Riders Association with the drops applied, you can see I was able to get the B50 plus class win for the 2023 season. I was definitely not the fastest rider in the class, but I was able to get the win by being consistent and going to all the races. I had a blast competing with William throughout the season, and I really hate he got hurt and we couldn't battle it out at this last race. Huge thanks to the Perry Mountain Motorcycle Club for all the work that went into this race. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy these race recap videos, and leave a comment. That really helps me out. Thanks for watching.